Okay, so a quant crypto price prediction is definitely warranted right now as quant just recently hit a 10-month high. I just made a video about it yesterday. It was trading at like $160. You can see on screen quant has exploded in the last 24 hours to be the top gainer in the top 100. And we're going to talk about what Quant does. And I did this in my previous video on Quant. Check it out on the channel. I just posted it yesterday. So if you want to go back and look at that, a little bit of a deeper dive into why Quant is performing so well. But I want to give you a little bit of insight here in this video as to what Quant does and just how high it can go until we get a retracement here on the price. Because if I'm looking at Quant just today and I don't have a position yet, I'm not quite sure I want to get in right now at the 10-month high, but we could be overdue for a little bit of a downturn here as some of the traders, I believe, will begin taking profits at a current level that I'm going to talk about. And it's not too far from here. So you can see what Quant has done in the last day. And if you don't know what Quant does, they launched back in 2018 with a goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale. One of the big issues out there in blockchain is the lack of interoperability, meaning blockchains coexist. They don't coexist a lot, right? They're kind of standalone blockchains. But what Quant wanted to build was something that connected blockchains and networks together and makes for better interoperability. It's the first project to actually solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system. So you can learn a little bit more about how they do this, but they use Overledger, and it's used to bridge the gap that exists between different blockchains. And again, they are out in front in this area ahead of many other blockchains out there that are trying to still solve the issue of interoperability. So, as I mentioned, Quant hit a 10-month high on Saturday here today, and this is following a low of $162 yesterday, and it surged so far to an intraday peak of $184.98. So you can see it's right at the top right now. It's hit there a couple different times. And so 184 is right on the nose for our high here today. This move saw the token climb to its highest point since January 8th and comes following 3 days of gains as well. And it was awesome to see here Quant again. We got a little bit of a nice low price action, with the CPI data coming out. Look at Quant actually went down to $144. This is where I just got it a few days ago, not too long ago, right in the $145 range. I didn't add any more here, which I would have. This is right when the CPI data came out. And then, boom, we have just been off to the races since then. Now, I do expect us to pull back a little bit. So if we're looking at it, the 14-day relative strength index, or RSI, which is a technical indicator we look at quite a bit, it's now deep, in the overbought territory. Anytime it gets over 50, it starts to be, a little bit overbought. And then as we get into like the 70 and 80 range, now it's deeply overbought. And right now it's tracking at 80.19. Now this is marginally above a ceiling of 79. This could mean that bears could be looming here, looking for any slips before re-entering. So should bullish momentum remain high, though, we could see Quant touch $190, and then maybe people out there who are trading Quant will start to take some profits from there. So I would be watching it right now, but this is one to definitely keep on your radar right now. There are a ton of rumors out there that government agencies may be backing Quant, and that's why there's such an influx of new people coming into the asset. Maybe they know something we don't. But for the most part, Quant has been crushing it here in the last few months, and very, very quietly at that. So keep this one on your radar, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to hammer the like button down below and subscribe. If we get this thing to 700 likes, I will run around with my shirt off. No, I won't. But it would mean a lot to me. See ya.